In the ancient city of Rajgir, nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, lived a young woman named Devi. Her life was overshadowed by a relentless fear that had gripped her heart since childhood. Devi's fear was not of tangible dangers or external threats, but an insidious anxiety that whispered doubt into every corner of her mind. Devi's fear had its roots in the unknown, in the uncertainties that life presented. She feared making choices, for fear that they might lead to failure. She feared expressing her opinions, for fear of rejection and ridicule. Even the simplest of decisions became massive tasks as the weight of her fears bore down upon her. One day, a traveler arrived in Rajgir. This traveler was no ordinary wanderer. He was a disciple of Gautama Buddha, known far and wide for his wisdom and compassion. Devi, hearing of his presence, felt a curious pull toward seeking his guidance. With a heart both heavy with fear and hopeful for change, she made her way to the grove where the traveler was staying. Seated beneath a tree, the traveler radiated an aura of tranquility that immediately put Devi at ease. She approached him with a mixture of fear and hope, and as their conversation unfolded, she poured out the story of her life, her dreams, and the all-encompassing fear that had held her captive for so long. The traveler listened attentively, his eyes reflecting genuine empathy. He then began to share a teaching from the Buddha that he believed might help Devi confront her fear. "Dear Devi," the traveler began, "the Buddha once spoke of a man who ventured into a dense forest in search of a rare flower rumored to have mystical powers. As he journeyed deeper into the woods, the path grew increasingly obscure, and the shadows of the trees seemed to stretch menacingly. Fear clutched at his heart, urging him to turn back. But the man remembered the purpose of his quest, and he pressed on, guided by his determination to find the flower." Devi leaned in, captivated by the traveler's words. The story resonated with her, for she, too, had embarked on a quest of sorts. A quest to conquer her fear and uncover the flower of her true potential. The man's fear did not vanish, the traveler continued, but he learned to acknowledge it without letting it dictate his actions. He discovered that fear, like the shadows in the forest, is a natural part of the landscape. And just as the shadows retreat in the presence of light, so too can fear diminish when illuminated by understanding. Devi's eyes widened as she absorbed the traveler's words. It was as if a veil had been lifted, revealing a new perspective that she had never considered before. The traveler then shared another teaching from the Buddha, a parable that left a permanent mark on Devi's heart. Imagine, Devi, a bird hanging on a branch high above the ground. The bird may experience a moment of fear as it contemplates the vastness below, but it does not allow that fear to deter it from soaring through the skies. It takes flight, trusting in its wings and embracing the unknown with courage. Devi's mind swirled with the imagery of the brave bird, its wings outstretched against the expanse of the open sky. For the first time, she felt a glimmer of hope that she, too, could transcend her fears and embrace life's uncertainties with a newfound courage. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Devi thanked the traveler for his wisdom and guidance. She left the grove with a heart that felt lighter than it had in years, infused with the teachings that had sparked a flicker of transformation within her. In the days that followed, Devi practiced what she had learned. She acknowledged her fear, yet she did not allow it to dictate her choices. She visualized herself as the fearless bird, ready to take flight into the vast unknown. With each step she took, Devi felt her fear gradually recede, replaced by a growing sense of empowerment and liberation. Over time, Devi's transformation became evident to those around her. Her voice, once stifled by fear, became resolute and confident. Her decisions, once clouded by uncertainty, became deliberate and purposeful. Devi's journey was far from over, But she had taken the first crucial steps towards conquering her fear and embracing life's mysteries with an open heart. And so, in the city of Rajgir, a young woman named Devi became a living testament to the timeless wisdom of Buddha, a beacon of hope for all those who sought to conquer their fears and awaken the boundless potential that lay within.